Uh, Hi, welcome to this video class. Hope you have understood the lesson 8 and 9. So here in this video you'll be having the bits of lesson 8 and 9. So here goes our bits. The presence of specific features which enable a plant or an animal to live in a particular habitat is called. The habitats of the plant and animals that live on land are called as dash habitat. The habitat of plants and animals that live in water are called dash habitat. Soil, water, and air are the dash factors of a habitat. Changes in our surroundings that make us respond to them are called. Try to take a pause and answer that bits. Yes, here you have the bits of fun the lesson. Breathing is a part of a process called dash. Small changes that takes place in the body of a single organism over short periods to overcome small problems due to changes in the surroundings are called. The surroundings where organisms live is called a. Living things produce more of their own kind through. The process of getting rid of the waste by the living organisms is known as. Try to take a pause and answer those bits. Hope you did it correctly. So here your answers are. The presence of specific features which enable a plant or an animal to live in a particular habitat is called adaptation. So if the organism do not adapt to that surroundings, it do not sustain, it dies. So adaptation is very important for the sustenance of the living organisms. The habitats of plants and animals that live on land are called terrestrial habitat. The habitat of plants and animals that live in water are called aquatic habitat. Soil, water, and air are the abiotic factors of a habitat. So, where the biotic and the abiotic factors are interdependent on each other. So, abiotic factors are very important for all the biotic organisms. Is it yes or no? So, next bit is changes in our surroundings that make us respond to them are called stimuli. Yes, we people respond to the changes that takes place in the surrounding. If you just step on a sharp object, you just withdraw your leg. When a bright light focus is focused on your eyes, you just blink your eyes. So as such, we just respond to the stimuli. Even the plants also respond to the stimuli. They just always try to grow in the region where the sunlight rises. Even when they are grown in the dark places, they try to bend towards the rays of the sunlight. So it is nothing but they respond to stimuli. Yes, next. Breathing is a part of a process called respiration. Small changes that takes place in the body of a single organism over short periods to overcome small problems due to changes in the surroundings are called acclimatization. For instance, if you just move on to the hilly regions from plains, what happens? Your body, it is very difficult for us to stay there. But after few days, where our bodies start, where it starts taking few changes in our body that which help us to survive there. So that small changes that takes place in an organism, what we call them as acclimatization, which is completely different from adaptation. For adaptation it takes thousands of years. Then the surroundings where organisms live is called a habitat. So as we live in the terrestrial habitat, so the organisms that live on a land, so it is a habitat for all the terrestrial organisms. Fish live in water, so water becomes a habitat for fish. So as such, the surroundings where organisms live is called a habitat. Living things produce more of their own kind through reproduction. So this reproduction, maybe few of these organisms give birth to the young one, or few of them lay the eggs through which the young one hatch out of the egg. And even in the plants, new plant arises from a seed, or even from the vegetative parts of a plant, as such the leaf or stem or the root where the new plant emerges. So reproduction is very important for the existence of the human life. Then the process of getting rid of the waste by the living organism is known as excretion. So if the waste products are not being removed out of the body, they become toxic to the organism. So the excretion is very much required for the organism. The waste products has to be removed from the body, or else they become toxic to the body. Try to match column A with column B. Try to take a pause and answer this. So here is your matching. Plants and animals, which are called as the biotic component. Bio in the sense life, the organisms which has life in it. Then land, the organisms which live on the land, it becomes the terrestrial habitat. Those which are soil, air and water, they are the abiotic components. So both the biotic and the abiotic components are interdependent on each other. Adaptation, which take thousands of years. Water, it is called as an aquatic habitat. So here is another matching. We just try to match column A with column B. So lion, it has eyes in front of the face so that it can easily identify the prey and it can hunt it easily. Then deer, it has eyes on the sides of its head so that it can easily locate the predator. Fish consists of gills. It's a kind of adaptation through which the fish breathes. Then whales, which consists of nostrils, or they are also called as blowholes. They do not consist of gills. So these whales, they just come to the surface of the water, they take in deep breath and dive into the water. Water plants, they have got the tender stem. So even when a strong wave comes, as it is due to the tenderness of the stem do not break. So it's a kind of adaptation seen in the water plants. So now we just try to make a habitat album. Try to obtain pictures of animals and plants in different habitats and try to paste them in the album. So it is an activity. Try to do that and have fun. Meet you in the next video.